Okay, time alignment, the setup, basic setup. This is the AMI Helix audio measurement interface, and it has literally only 3 wires: a USB cable that's going into the laptop, a optical cable that's going into the DSP. That's the problem, that I have only this length optical cable. The long one is for the head unit. So see that one? I took it out, and now I plug this in, and this is why it has to stay here. And the third cable, which is this one, that goes here into the microphone. And this is how I'm gonna be doing my time alignment. So for now, I'm gonna put this one over there because I need to close this seat. Okay, just like that. This is just very quick double check. Yeah, it's working. So just to test that it's working. Does it pick up? Yeah, it picks up everything. Perfect. So the volume knob is there if I need to adjust. And I'm gonna shut the door and I'm gonna sit on that side as far away from this as possible. It doesn't really matter like where or how it is. It just has to be somewhere in the general vicinity of your head, because later on we will do adjustments by ear, slight adjustments, but we need to like converge everything into a single point in space, which is going to be the tip of this microphone. Let me jump into the car and let me show you from the laptop point of view. So will be using Home Impulse, not REW, just because it is easier for me, faster, I know how to use it, and simpler. So that's the only thing. It might be that the mid bass is closer than the left mid range. It might be that the left mid range is the furthest away. I need to align the time zero according to this mid range, because I had this issue on one car when I was tuning with this thing, and the time zero was not stable. It was floating. Even if you put it like here, it still moves around. It's floating. I didn't change anything, and the time is floating. Oh, yeah. Why? No idea. Because obviously there's no ASIO drivers for this one. Let's try direct sound. Okay, where is it? Okay, it didn't choose. Yeah, it doesn't work. Let me reboot this. I had this before with one car. Oh my god, no, I messed up. Calm down, it's okay. I should start from zero, everything just zero out and start from zero. Probably. Yeah, let's do that. Time. Because 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Yes. Cool. I'm gonna leave this in, guys, because how much we're in? Half an hour in, and I'm struggling half an hour because just a glitch or something. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it in for you. You can suffer with me. Okay, so something is happening with something, because now I have no signal. Okay, so I'm using this. Because what I'm using is a USB hub. Let me remove the AMI. Let's close this. I'm gonna plug in the AMI into a laptop slot rather than this thing. Not recognized. Why? Okay. What the hell? Okay. Whatever. Home. Let's see if it recognizes AMI. Signal. It doesn't recognize it. Okay. What's wrong with AMI? this device is not recognized. Why? I have no idea. Let me check the cable. Ami, wake up. Off. Let's plug in. Okay, so what happens is the status light, you'll be able to see, the status light on Ami turns on and then it turns off. And then it says USB is not recognized. Let me try a different USB cable. Let me remove this and this. I have the cable from Helix. Plug this into the Ami. Plug this into the laptop. Nothing. Okay. And nothing. Okay, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna reboot the laptop and see if that helps, because this is nonsense. Let me save everything and reboot it. Okay, I was having problems with the Ami. I don't know why. Maybe it is a bad optical cable. Maybe it has to do with a USB cable. I tried different cables. I tried different laptops and it's still going all over the place. I don't know why. I had this problem with one car. Then I'm just installing the Focusrite drivers. Then I tuned my car with this perfectly fine. And now I have issues as well, again. So for the time being, I'm just gonna use the Focusrite 282 because I'm used to this. I know how it works like, and it works properly. It works perfectly with no issues. I don't know. Maybe something to do with my laptop, maybe something to do with the cable. I will need to investigate it, but now I have 1 hour. I just want to finish it, so I'm going to finish the timeline with the Focusrite. But the principle is exactly the same, it's just a different device. So let me do this, let me sort this out, and we're gonna jump and do this. Okay, I do think that we do have everything back on track. I'm not sure, but yeah, recording, everything is fine. Now I have volume, I have it's a nightmare. Okay, so let's start again from scratch, because now I'm thinking, did I include, will I include? Probably no. Okay, so I'm gonna start from scratch, because what happened is I spent like 30 to 40 minutes with the Helix Ami trying to sort out the time alignment, and the time was drifting all over the place all the time for no apparent reason. I have no idea why. So I swapped the Ami for the Focusrite, and we're gonna start from scratch. So since we're starting from scratch, yeah, we will be using Home Impulse. I selected ASIO drivers, Focusrite, left input for the microphone, and left and right output. In the Helix DSP, I did the routing and everything. Now what I need to do, I need to find time zero for this. So left base, because left base is gonna be my furthest driver, I think. We will see if it's gonna be the furthest, but I think so. Let's do 25, 28, 27, 2750, something like that. 2750. Let's enter this. 2750. You click enter. You don't do use, because if you do used, it's gonna use the last detected and not what you entered. So let's remeasure left base. Cool, stays stable at 0. Amazing. Okay, let's do right base. So I did reset time, everything down to 0, because I'm starting from scratch. Now we're gonna do right base. Where's right base? Right base. Let's measure. Cool. Should be about 1 millisecond difference between these drivers. Yep. 0.8. Okay, so let's add Mid right. Let's add 0.9. 0.9. Yeah. Let's remeasure right mid base. Nice. Okay, cool. Let me add this one smoothing so it will look a little bit nicer for us to look at. Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't match perfectly, but it's fine because the microphone, when it sits in the driver's seat, if you're going to move the microphone to one side or to the other side, a little bit like your left and right ear, the phase will be a little bit different. So since we're measuring in the middle, it's not going to be perfect, and it's fine because I want the time zero to be perfect. So now we're going to do both mid-bass drivers, left and right, both bass. Nice. Cool. So this is our both mid-bass drivers. Let's apply some smoothing so it's gonna look a little bit nicer. Cool. Now let's align the mid-ranges to the mid-bass drivers. So left mid-range needs down to 0. We have here at the bottom here, you can see 0.6. So let's add 0.6 to the left mid-range, which is this one. 0.6. Let's measure. And it's getting away from the mid bass. So I think why that is, my guess is because the mid bass needs an all pass because it's a very, very narrow band, and the low pass and the high pass affects each other. Let's add a little bit more up to 1. Nah, it's getting worse. So yes, the mid bass will need an all pass probably. It's not gonna line properly. Yeah, that's a problem when you're using, where is this one? When you're using different, just to look better, very narrow band passes. Man, it's so hot in here. When you're using very narrow band pass for each driver, it messes up everything. Let's align right mid-range to the left mid-range. Where is it? Let's do this. Right mid. Yeah, I have sun glaring in my eyes, so we need 1.6, something like 1.6. Let's do 1.6. Let's remeasure. Yep, see, they match perfect. Now let's do the tweeters. Start with the left tweeter. L tweeter. Cool. The L tweeter needs about 1 millisecond. Tweeter, let's add 1 millisecond. Yeah, let's remeasure. Cool. Now they start kind of the same place, same time. Let's very quickly add this. Not that phase matters much, but still. Yeah, it's a bit off, but Let's do right tweeter, left tweeter, right tweeter. So this one will need straight away, we can do 1 plus 1, let's do 2.2 milliseconds. How close is going to be? Let's have a look. Probably will need more. Yes, it needs more. It needs another 0.2. I'm looking here. See from 0.17. So let's add 2.16. Nice. Maybe a little bit too much. Little bit too much. 16, 11. Cool. I'm happy with that. Let's apply this. Yeah, the phase doesn't matter that much, to be honest, for those really, really high frequencies. Okay, so we have our tweeters aligned. If we're gonna go to mid-ranges, left mid, the time is aligned. We don't look at the phase really. We're gonna have a look at the RTA. If there's gonna be a bigger dip, we're gonna invert the tweeters. But the main what I want to do is to align the drivers left to right, one to each other, and make sure that the polarity of the driver is the same for both drivers, because we can yeah, this one goes up and this one goes up, so it should be fine. Now let's have a look what the subwoofers are doing. So let's do front sub, this one. Let me shut the door. Just hope the microphone is not clipped. Okay, yeah, you won't be able to see. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it does start at 0. How does it compare to the mid bass? Do you have both mid bass? Both bass. Out of time, out of phase. Interesting. It looks like the front subwoofer is the furthest. The mid basses need time delay. Let's try. Actually, let's measure the rear subwoofer first. This is the rear. I hope it's not going to clip the microphone, because it always does. Rear sub. Whoopsie. Okay, it didn't clip. But we don't have a clean signal. Okay, so where is it? Front and rear sub. Yeah, even if this is not really clear, because probably there's loads of group delay, these are crossed at 45 if you remember, so it's here, it's crossed at here. Let's apply some smoothing just to see this one and this one. Yeah, so the rear, if I'm gonna add delay to the rear, let's try 2 milliseconds. Is this gonna go down or not? Yes. Okay, cool. Bam. Much better. Let's add. Actually, no, we're not gonna add anymore. It's pretty well matched. Because if I'm gonna add more, this is gonna separate more. And this is below 45. This is our crossover. It's I think it's good. I'm gonna leave it like this. To me, it looks nice. Rear sub. Even if this doesn't really match nice for the subwoofers, you're looking at the phase, not at the time. So rears, both bass. Not really. What if we would invert and then add? We need to invert polarity and then add a little bit delay to both mid bases, so then it's gonna go like this, I think. But I'm gonna invert the polarity of the front sub and rear sub, both. Let's try this. This invert. No, not this. Not this. You're not used. Invert this. Invert this. Now let's measure front subwoofer, because front and rear are matching. Front sub. Cool. Apply this. And now we need to bring this down, so we need to add delay to the mid-bass drivers, both mid-bass drivers. But we will add delay to all of them because mid-bass are aligned to the mid-range and the tweeters already. This, oh my god. You please, and you not please. Okay, so everything is done. Let's add, let's add 1, 2. Let's add 2, and let's remeasure both mid-bass drivers. Low, low. No, that's mid. Low, low. These, let's remeasure both bass. Is it better? Yeah, a little bit, a bit more. Let's add another 2. So 4 milliseconds. Because from the previous, what I was doing is something like 4 to 5 milliseconds between the front and rear sub and the mid bass. Okay, options, apply. Yeah. So this at 150, again, we don't look at this because it's gonna be from one of the doors, the driver's side door. Where is the null? So it is a reflection, it's like whatever. But we are matching them in the crossover region, which is somewhere here. Yeah. Actually, let me do only one mid bass. Let's do only left bass. Let me close it. Let me redo. Where is the left bass? This one. Okay, apply. It's off quite a lot. That's what I mean. We will need to play with the all pass filters for the mid bass. Let's do only 2.7. Whoa. Yeah, this now matches, and this kind of separates. Let's remove more. I think my laptop is overheating because I can feel that it's very, very hot. Is it overheating? Oh, so slow. So slow performance. 57. Where's the GPU temp? Does it show? No. SSD. No, all good. Oh, good. Just starting to slow down for some reason. Not sure why. Okay, so with the doors, it's a mess with the doors. So we're gonna leave it as it is. Just 1 millisecond between this and this. Yeah. So tweeters are aligned to each other and to the mid-range. Mid-range is aligned to each other and one to each other. The doors are a bit bad just because, is it still recording? It's still recording. The doors are bad because they're the doors, and probably they will need some all pass filters, but I'm not gonna play with this anymore today. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I'm gonna save this because I have half an hour to finish everything and go pick up the little one. But yeah, it does match, not perfect. They do separate here as well above like 150 or so. It is what it is. Okay, now I'm gonna jump into the front again and we're gonna do RTA and final adjustments by ear. Let me close this one.